When I see the name HyperX Cloud on a set of headphones, this is what I expect. Good afternoon, welcome to Turbo Tortoise Tech. If you're new here, I'm Reese of the 4-piece Frontier Walkie Triple XL. And we have the HyperX Cloud Alpha S edition. And S stands for super special and seriously complete as well, because as you can see by what's in front of me, it's quite a nice layout that you're getting over here with multi-platform compatibility, spare set of ear cups, and a nice little carry bag in the box, which I've kind of ruined. But let's jump straight into what's in the box. So obviously, like I say, you get the headphone, you get a detachable microphone, you get a DAC amp, USB type audio controller, which is going to be there for your game chat balance and your 7.1 and your volume control, and then a set of spare ear cups along with that nice little carry bag. So it's got a very, very good base kit, especially having spares. Ear cups tend to crack and flake over time, so if you put one set in the drawer, the other set will be completely ready to go in years to come. And the fact that this comes out to just a triple pole type setup that then goes into its own little USB DAC, it just once again prepares itself for potential failure in the future with having spares so that you can carry on using the headset. So it's a long lifetime implied headset. Like I say, those ear cups are circumaural. They are very, very nice and comfortable on the head, even with my big head, and the clamping force wasn't too much from these. The headband is nice and plush as well, and you won't get any horrible indented head from it over there. It's nicely braided along the edge, and then it's leatherette HyperX across the top, in case you forgot that these are in fact a set of HyperXs. You'll see the more of that HyperX logo on the left with the aluminium stalks that come out of each side, which have plenty of swivel from the headband as well as from the actual stalks themselves. So it's going to be able to contour to the shape of your head quite nicely. The leatherette ear cups, which you see pictured, I will say won't be as nice for people that wear glasses as the felt set will be. The pleatherette itself is a little bit unyielding compared to the felt type style, which is very, very soft and malleable. So if you're going to wear a set of glasses with these, then I would suggest you put on this set over here. Detachable microphone and the tip of the triple pole setup from the headset are both gold plated, so they're going to get the best kind of quality and conductivity from that. Then you come to this DAC amp type setup with the USB inline control, and my word, doesn't make a difference. If you compare what will come out of your PC generally, like let's say on an entry or even mid-range motherboard, directly to the actual in-ear headset, or the directly to the 3.5mm, compared to what's coming out of the DAC is going to be a lot stronger. It also gives you, like I say, game chat balance, which you can monitor in the software, but it does have a center point beep and a max beep for both ends as well. So you'll know when you've reached the top or the bottom. There's about 5 settings on each side, so you can adjust about 20% as well, or 10% on either side to make sure that you can hear your game or the chat from the other opponents or competitors that are playing along with you. So it's been made with esports kind of stuff in mind. Now, a nice little add-on feature with these is if we go to the back of each of the ear cups, it's actually got a bass expander system, and fully open, the position you'll see it in on your screens, is the maximum, and then it drops by about 25% per level. So you can cut all of the bass out if you want and really focus in on that mid-range area where a lot of your game sounds and such are going to be coming from. And now this brings me to that DAC amp once again with the virtualized 7.1. I'm not a big fan of virtualization. I often turn off all of the audio enhancements to hear what the actual speakers are going to produce. And I would say the audio profile from this is about average to slightly above average. The highs are a little bit cut off. I would have liked it to just be a little bit sharper on the top end, but the mids and the bass are very warm and rich, and it gives you a kind of tube amp warmth to it that it's got in its audio, which is preferable to overly digital. So it's leaning more towards the warm end. But the virtualization, I gotta say, is kind of amazing. If you like virtualized stuff, then this will be right up your avenue. It worked very well in Counter-Strike. I had no problems getting the correct audio positioning while I was playing games. And listening back to media and stuff, some of the music and stuff, overamps certain areas, especially when the audio is not really made for virtualization. But anything that is made for virtualization, it works in tandem very, very well. For audio positioning, like I say, it was actually really, really good. And I'm generally not a fan of these things, and I found them in general to not really work. So on the Cloud Alpha S's, they've definitely pulled it off. The overall performance from these and the price is kind of on par, I would say. The microphone is not amazing. Let's do a little test of that quickly.
Alrighty, so this is the mic raw into OBS. As you can hear, the volume is a little bit on the lower end, and it's basically just a chat type microphone. You're not going to start a singing career or a casting super, like thing on this. It's not really what it's intended to do. If you did some live streaming and stuff off of it, I would say it's not offensive, which is nice. The plosives are quite well taken care of thanks to the pop filter on it, so it's not going to hiss or do anything that's going to make people run away, but it's also not going to, like I say, launch your rap career or anything like that. So we have the software over here in front of us. You can disable the 7.1 surround directly from the software, but you can once again just press the button, which I've got over here on the inline volume control, and then you can see it lights up as well. So you'll always know if it's disabled or enabled or not. And then, like I say, you can do chat balance, as you can see from it, and then it does a little beep when you hit the center position, which is really nice. Auto optimize actually does work. So if there are titles and stuff like Counter-Strike that have supported virtualization, then it will be able to automatically turn that on and off based on the audio that you're listening to, which is just perfect, isn't it? Then you've got your main volume over here, which is generally going to be quite low because these things are extremely loud. And then you've got your microphone over here, which you're going to want to have on the top upper end. And then you've got your mic monitoring, so you can see if the mic is working or not really quickly and just feed it back through your headset. And it's very lossless. I've got to say, it's instant. There's absolutely no delay on that. So you can even leave it on while you're doing voiceovers, and it's not going to feel awkward or anything like that. Anyway, back to the studio.
As you can see, not absolutely incredible, and the software, very basic settings, but enough that you're going to have control over what you want to have control over, at least. In general, at 2,500 Rand, I got to say, these things kind of slap, especially with all the extras, the carry bag, and the ability to basically interface with any platform. If wired headsets are your thing and you generally prefer that, then these should be right at the top of the list, especially for gaming. For multimedia and stuff, I would say they're average, but for gaming, it was a very, very good, especially on the audio positioning. So that's kind of what they're going for, more so than they are for the multimedia sort of playback. But you're not going to feel left wanting, especially where bass is considered. The bass expander really works, guys. Let me tell you something. It can feel like there's a 12-inch subwoofer right next to your head, but not to the point that it's just warbling and rattling and being ugly. So yeah, everything from build quality, like I said at the beginning of this review, when I see CloudX Alpha or Cloud HyperX or HyperX Cloud Alpha, if I see HyperX Cloud, this is what I'm expecting to get. Is very, very good gaming headset with some nice added features for the rest of the environment that you're going to be using them in. Anywho, that's all I had for you on the HyperX Cloud Alpha S. If you have enjoyed this review, please do us up with a like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.